Embracing imperfection is a crucial step in our journey toward consistency. It's important to understand that perfection is an unattainable ideal that can paralyze the US rather than propel us forward. Often we set extraordinarily high standards for ourselves, believing that anything less than flawless is a failure. This mindset not only creates an unhealthy pressure, but also fosters a fear of vulnerability. When we think we must be perfect, we tend to shy away from taking risks or trying new things. We become so focused on avoiding mistakes that we miss out on the learning opportunities that come from those very missteps. Consider this: when we allow ourselves to be imperfect, we open the door to growth. Mistakes are not just failures, they are invaluable teachers that help us refine our approach and deepen our understanding. Each time we stumble, we gather insights that guide us on our journey. For instance, if you've committed to exercising regularly and find yourself skipping a workout, instead of berating yourself, take a moment to reflect. What were the barriers that kept you from staying consistent? Perhaps you were exhausted from a long day or felt overwhelmed by other responsibilities. By examining the reasons behind our actions, we can adjust our expectations and find more sustainable ways to incorporate our goals into our lives. Moreover, embracing imperfection encourages us to cultivate a growth mindset. This means shifting our perspective from seeing challenges as threats to viewing them as opportunities for learning and development. When we adopt this mindset, we become more resilient in the face of setbacks. We begin to understand that it's okay to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Progress is rarely linear, and by accepting this reality, we liberate ourselves from the tyranny of perfectionism. Let's also consider the power of vulnerability in this context. When we share our imperfections with others, we often find that we're not alone in our struggles. This connection fosters a sense of community and belonging. By openly discussing our challenges, we invite others to share theirs, creating an environment where it's safe to be imperfect. This shared experience can be incredibly freeing, allowing us to realize that everyone is navigating their own journey, filled with UPS and downs. Additionally, embracing imperfection helps to cultivate self-acceptance. When we recognize that it's okay to be flawed, we begin to appreciate ourselves for who we truly are, not just for our accomplishments or perceived successes. This self-acceptance nurtures our inner strength and confidence, empowering us to pursue our goals with greater authenticity. We become more willing to take risks and try new things, knowing that our worth is not contingent upon our perfection. Furthermore, by embracing imperfection, we can redefine what success looks like. Instead of adhering to a narrow definition of success based on societal expectations or external validation, we start to create our own metrics for achievement. Success becomes about progress, effort, and the willingness to show up for ourselves regardless of the outcome. We learn to celebrate our unique journeys and the lessons we gather along the way. In conclusion, embracing imperfection is a powerful act of self-liberation. It allows us to break free from the constraints of perfectionism and opens up a world of possibilities for growth and connection. By recognizing that we are all imperfect beings on a shared journey, we can cultivate a deeper sense of compassion for ourselves and others. This shift in perspective not only enriches our own lives, but also contributes to a more supportive and understanding community. In this way, we create an environment where consistency can flourish, grounded in the acceptance of our imperfect humanity. Setting clear intentions is a fundamental practice in our quest for consistency and personal growth. Intentions are not mere goals or wishes, they are conscious decisions that guide our actions and shape our reality. When we set intentions, we create a roadmap for ourselves that helps clarify our desires and motivations, allowing us to navigate the complexities of life with purpose and direction. To begin with, it's essential to differentiate between goals and intentions. Goals often focus on specific outcomes like losing 10 pounds, landing a new job, or finishing a project by a certain date. While goals are important, they can sometimes lead to a narrow focus on results that may foster disappointment if we fall short. In contrast, intentions are broader and more holistic. They encompass our values and the way we want to show up in our lives. For example, an intention might be to cultivate self-compassion, embrace curiosity, or foster authentic connections with others. This distinction allows us to maintain a broader perspective as we pursue our aspirations. Setting clear intentions requires introspection. It's vital to take the time to reflect on what truly matters to us. Ask yourself, what do I want to embody? What values resonate deeply within me? This reflection process can be enlightening, revealing insights about our passions, aspirations, and the type of life we want to create. Journaling can be a powerful tool in this process, providing a space to articulate our thoughts and feelings. When we write down our intentions, we make them tangible, solidifying our commitment to them. Once we've identified our intentions, it's crucial to articulate them clearly. Instead of vague statements like "I want to be healthier," we can refine our intentions into more specific phrases, such as "I intend to nourish my body with whole foods and move it daily." This clarity allows us to understand exactly what we're working toward, making it easier to align our actions with our values. Additionally, by phrasing our intentions in a positive light, we create a more empowering narrative. Instead of saying, "I won't procrastinate," we can reframe it as, "I intend to take action and prioritize my tasks." Another key aspect of setting clear intentions is establishing accountability. Sharing our intentions with trusted friends or family members can create a supportive environment where we can hold each other accountable. When we vocalize our intentions, we invite others to join us on our journey, creating a sense of community that can foster encouragement and motivation. Knowing that others are aware of our intentions can also instill a sense of responsibility, encouraging us to take consistent action toward them. Incorporating regular check-ins into our routine can also help us stay aligned with our intentions. Whether it's through weekly reflections, journaling, or simply taking a moment each day to assess our progress, these check-ins allow us to recalibrate and adjust our actions as needed. Life is dynamic, and our intentions may evolve over time. Being open to this evolution is a crucial part of the process. If we find that an intention no longer resonates with us or aligns with our values, it's okay to reassess and redefine it. Furthermore, visualizing our intentions can be a powerful motivator. Creating vision boards or visual reminders can help us stay connected to our intentions and reinforce our commitment to them. When we regularly see our intentions represented in a tangible form, it serves as a daily reminder of what we aspire to embody. This visualization process can help us manifest our intentions in our daily lives, guiding our choices and actions. As we pursue our intentions, it's essential to cultivate patience and self-compassion. The journey toward consistency and fulfillment is rarely straightforward. There will be days when we feel like we're making significant strides, and others when we may stumble or stray from our path. In these moments, it's crucial to remind ourselves that it's okay to be human. Rather than getting discouraged, we can use setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. Reflecting on why we face challenges can deepen our understanding of ourselves and inform our approach moving forward. Setting clear intentions empowers us to take charge of our lives. It allows us to act with purpose, aligning our actions with our deepest values and desires. When we are intentional about our choices, we create a life that is authentic and meaningful. By consciously directing our energy and focus, we not only enhance our ability to be consistent, but also cultivate a deeper connection to ourselves and our aspirations. This practice invites us to step into our power, embracing the journey of self-discovery and growth as we navigate the beautiful complexities of life. Cultivating daily habits is a cornerstone of consistency and personal development. Our habits shape our lives in profound ways, influencing our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. By developing positive daily habits, we create a foundation that supports our goals and intentions, enabling us to navigate the challenges of life with greater resilience and clarity. To begin, it's essential to understand that habits are the building blocks of our daily routines. They are the automatic behaviors that we engage in, often without conscious thought. This automaticity can work in our favor when we cultivate healthy habits, allowing us to progress toward our goals with minimal effort. However, the opposite can also be true. Negative habits can hinder our growth and lead us away from our aspirations. Therefore, it is crucial to be intentional about the habits we choose to cultivate. The first step in cultivating daily habits is to identify which habits will best serve our intentions and goals. This requires a deep understanding of what we want to achieve and the specific behaviors that align with those outcomes. For instance, if our intention is to enhance our physical health, we might consider habits related to nutrition, exercise, and sleep. On the other hand, if our goal is to foster emotional well-being, we may explore habits that promote mindfulness, gratitude, and self-care. The key is to ensure that the habits we choose resonate with our values and aspirations. Once we've identified the habits we want to cultivate, it's important to start small. Trying to implement drastic changes all at once can be overwhelming and often leads to burnout. Instead, focus on introducing 1 or 2 new habits at a time. For example, if you want to develop a habit of reading more, start by committing to just 10 minutes of reading each day. As this becomes a regular part of your routine, you can gradually increase the time or expand the scope of your reading material. By starting small, we can build confidence and create a sense of accomplishment that motivates us to continue. Another effective strategy for cultivating daily habits is to anchor them to existing routines. This technique, often referred to as habit stacking, involves attaching a new habit to an established one. For instance, if you already have a morning routine of brushing your teeth, you could stack a new habit of practicing gratitude by reflecting on 3 things you're thankful for immediately afterward. By linking new habits to familiar routines, we create a seamless integration that makes it easier to remember and maintain them. In addition to anchoring habits, it's crucial to create an environment that supports our new behaviors. Our surroundings can significantly influence our actions, so consider how you can modify your environment to promote positive habits. For example, if you're trying to eat healthier, keep nutritious snacks visible and accessible while hiding away less healthy options. If you want to exercise regularly, lay out your workout clothes the night before, making it easier to follow through on your commitment. A supportive environment reduces friction and helps us stay on track. Consistency is key when it comes to cultivating daily habits. It's important to approach our new habits with patience and persistence. Research suggests that it takes an average of 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. During this period, we may encounter challenges, and there will be days when we don't feel motivated. This is where self-compassion plays a critical role. Instead of chastising ourselves for not being perfect, we can choose to acknowledge our efforts and reaffirm our commitment to our goals. Remember that every small step forward counts, and progress is not always linear. In addition to self-compassion, tracking our habits can be an effective way to stay accountable and motivated. Consider using a habit tracker, journal, or app to monitor your progress. Recording your efforts not only provides a visual representation of your commitment, but also allows you to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Each time you mark off a day of successfully practicing your new habit, you reinforce the positive behavior and build momentum. Moreover, incorporating variety and flexibility into our daily habits can help keep them fresh and engaging. Over time, routines can become monotonous, leading to a decrease in motivation. To counteract this, look for ways to introduce new elements or experiences into your habits. If you enjoy exercising, try mixing different workouts, joining a class, or exploring outdoor activities. If reading is your goal, diversify your reading materials by exploring different genres or authors. By keeping our daily habits dynamic, we maintain our enthusiasm and commitment. Another important aspect of cultivating daily habits is the power of reflection. Regularly reflecting on our habits allows us to assess what's working and what isn't. Consider setting aside time each week to evaluate your progress, celebrate successes, and identify areas for improvement. This reflection process can reveal patterns in your behavior and help you understand any obstacles you may be facing. It also serves as an opportunity to recommit to your intentions and adjust your approach if necessary. Lastly, remember that cultivating daily habits is not just about discipline, it's about fostering a positive relationship with ourselves. We should approach our habits with curiosity rather than judgment. Allow yourself to experiment and explore what works best for you. Embrace the journey of discovering new practices that align with your values and enhance your well-being. By prioritizing self-discovery and self-compassion, we create an environment where our daily habits can thrive. In essence, cultivating daily habits is a transformative process that lays the groundwork for our growth and consistency. By being intentional about the habits we choose to nurture, starting small, creating a supportive environment, and embracing flexibility, we empower ourselves to move closer to our aspirations. Through this journey, we learn not only about the power of habits, but also about our own capacity for resilience, growth, and self-discovery. Practicing self-compassion is a fundamental aspect of personal growth and emotional resilience. In a world that often emphasizes achievement and perfection, many of us are conditioned to be our own harshest critics. We tend to focus on our shortcomings and failures, comparing ourselves unfavorably to others. This inner dialogue can create a cycle of self-doubt and negativity that undermines our ability to cultivate consistency and pursue our goals. Embracing self-compassion, on the other hand, allows us to break free from this cycle and foster a more nurturing and supportive relationship with ourselves. At its core, self-compassion involves treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a dear friend in times of struggle. It encompasses three key components: self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. Self-kindness means being gentle and understanding toward ourselves when we experience pain or failure, rather than harshly criticizing ourselves. It's about recognizing that being human involves making mistakes and facing difficulties, and it's okay to acknowledge that. Common humanity emphasizes that suffering and imperfection are universal experiences shared by all people. When we practice self-compassion, we recognize that we are not alone in our struggles. Everyone faces challenges, setbacks, and moments of inadequacy. This perspective helps us to step outside of our own narrow view of our circumstances and connect with the broader human experience. By acknowledging our shared humanity, we can cultivate a sense of belonging and reduce feelings of isolation during difficult times. Mindfulness, the third component of self-compassion, involves being present with our thoughts and emotions without judgment. It encourages us to observe our experiences with a balanced perspective, rather than becoming overwhelmed by negative feelings. Mindfulness allows us to recognize when we are being self-critical and provides an opportunity to pause, breathe, and reframe our thoughts. This practice of non-judgmental awareness enables us to approach our challenges with curiosity rather than reactivity. To cultivate self-compassion, we can begin by examining our inner dialogue. Often, we may not even be aware of the critical voices that accompany our thoughts. Take a moment to notice how you speak to yourself during difficult situations. Are your thoughts filled with harsh judgments? Do you find yourself using phrases like "I should have" or "I'm not good enough"? Bringing awareness to these thoughts is the first step toward transformation. Instead of engaging in self-criticism, we can choose to replace negative self-talk with compassionate and supportive messages. For instance, instead of saying, "I messed up again, I'm such a failure," we can remind ourselves, "It's okay to make mistakes. This is part of the learning process." Another powerful way to practice self-compassion is to engage in self-care rituals that nourish our well-being. Self-care encompasses a wide range of practices that honor our physical, emotional, and mental health. It might include taking time to rest, indulging in activities that bring us joy, or seeking support from loved ones. By prioritizing self-care, we send a message to ourselves that we are worthy of love and care, regardless of our circumstances. This practice fosters a sense of inner strength and resilience, empowering us to face challenges with a more compassionate mindset. Additionally, writing a self-compassionate letter to ourselves can be a transformative exercise. When faced with a difficult situation or emotional struggle, we can take the time to write a letter as if we were comforting a close friend. In this letter, we acknowledge our feelings, validate our experiences, and offer words of kindness and encouragement. This practice helps to externalize our self-criticism and allows us to see ourselves through a more compassionate lens. It reminds us that we deserve the same understanding and support that we would readily offer to others. Cultivating self-compassion also requires recognizing and challenging the societal pressures that contribute to our self-judgment. Many of us are conditioned to believe that our worth is determined by our achievements, appearance, or external validation. These societal messages can create an internal landscape rife with insecurity and comparison. To counteract this, we can consciously choose to redefine our self-worth. Instead of tying our value to our accomplishments, we can embrace the idea that our worth is inherent and unchanging, regardless of our successes or failures. Moreover, it's essential to acknowledge that self-compassion is not a one-time effort, but an ongoing practice. Just as we develop skills through repetition, cultivating self-compassion requires patience and persistence. There will be days when we slip back into old patterns of self-criticism, and that's okay. It's part of the human experience. The key is to gently redirect ourselves when we recognize those moments, returning to a place of self-kindness and understanding. This process takes time and commitment, but over time, we can reshape our internal dialogue and foster a more compassionate relationship with ourselves. In our journey to cultivate consistency and resilience, practicing self-compassion is a vital ingredient. It allows us to approach our goals with a sense of openness and acceptance rather than fear of failure. When we treat ourselves with kindness, we create a safe space for growth, experimentation, and learning. Self-compassion enables us to embrace our imperfections and recognize that our worth is not defined by our achievements, but by our very existence as human beings. Furthermore, self-compassion has a ripple effect on our relationships with others. When we learn to treat ourselves with kindness, we are more likely to extend that compassion to those around us. This creates a supportive environment where vulnerability is met with understanding rather than judgment. By practicing self-compassion, we foster deeper connections and enhance our ability to empathize with others' struggles. This interconnectedness not only enriches our own lives, but also contributes to a more compassionate and understanding world. Ultimately, practicing self-compassion is a transformative journey that allows us to reclaim our narrative and rewrite the way we relate to ourselves. It invites us to embrace our humanity, celebrate our uniqueness, and honor our experiences, both the joyous and the challenging. By cultivating self-compassion, we create a foundation of resilience that empowers us to navigate the complexities of life with grace, courage, and unwavering self-love. Building a support system is an essential component of personal growth, resilience, and consistency in our lives. In an increasingly interconnected yet often isolating world, having a network of supportive individuals can make all the difference in our journey toward achieving our goals and maintaining our well-being. A robust support system provides us with the emotional, psychological, and practical resources we need to navigate life's challenges, celebrate our successes, and cultivate a deeper sense of belonging. At its core, a support system consists of individuals who uplift, encourage, and validate us. These can be friends, family members, mentors, colleagues, or even community groups. The key is to surround ourselves with people who resonate with our values and aspirations, fostering an environment where we can express our true selves without fear of judgment. To build a support system, it's crucial to first reflect on the qualities we seek in our relationships. Do we need people who are good listeners, those who challenge us to grow, or individuals who share similar interests and passions? Understanding what we need from our support network allows us to be intentional about the connections we cultivate. One effective way to build a support system is to actively seek out and engage with individuals who inspire us. This can begin with simple actions such as reaching out to colleagues who share similar professional goals or joining community organizations aligned with our interests. Engaging in activities that resonate with us creates opportunities to meet like-minded individuals who are on similar journeys. Whether it's a local book club, a sports team, or a volunteer organization, these shared experiences can serve as a foundation for meaningful connections. In addition to seeking out new relationships, it's equally important to nurture and strengthen our existing connections. Often we may take our long-term relationships for granted, assuming they will always be there without actively investing in them. Regularly checking in with friends and family, expressing gratitude, and showing genuine interest in their lives can strengthen these bonds. Small gestures like sending a text to see how someone is doing or planning a catch-up call can reinforce the connections that matter most to us. By prioritizing these relationships, we create a solid support network that can be relied upon in times of need. Communication is a critical aspect of building a support system. It's essential to express our needs and vulnerabilities to those we trust. When we share our challenges and aspirations, we allow others to understand how they can best support us. This may involve asking for advice, seeking encouragement, or simply requesting a listening ear. By opening up, we create space for authentic connections to flourish. Moreover, being vulnerable in our relationships fosters reciprocity when we show our authentic selves. It encourages others to do the same, deepening our bonds. Furthermore, diversifying our support system can enhance its effectiveness. While it's valuable to have close friends and family members to lean on, it's also beneficial to seek out a variety of perspectives. Engaging with individuals from different backgrounds, cultures, and experiences can provide us with fresh insights and broaden our understanding of the world. This diversity enriches our support system and helps us navigate challenges with a more comprehensive outlook. And it also allows us to cultivate empathy and compassion as we learn from others' experiences and viewpoints. Online communities have also become a vital resource in building support systems, especially in today's digital age. Social media platforms, forums, and virtual groups can connect us with individuals who share our interests and challenges. Whether it's a parenting group, a fitness community, or a professional network, these online spaces can provide a sense of belonging and camaraderie. However, it's important to approach online interactions mindfully, ensuring that the communities we engage with are supportive and aligned with our values. Creating boundaries around our digital interactions can help us maintain a healthy balance in our lives. Another essential element in building a support system is fostering an atmosphere of mutual support. It's important to remember that relationships are a two-way street. As we seek support from others, we should also strive to be a source of encouragement and assistance for those in our network. This reciprocity creates a cycle of support that benefits everyone involved. Whether it's offering a helping hand, providing a listening ear, or celebrating someone's achievements, our willingness to uplift others strengthens our connections and fosters a sense of community. In addition to emotional support, practical resources can also play a significant role in our support system. This may include mentorship, networking opportunities, or access to educational resources. Seeking out mentors who have experience in areas we want to grow can provide invaluable guidance and encouragement. A mentor can offer advice based on their own journey, help us navigate challenges, and hold us accountable as we pursue our goals. Building relationships with mentors and peers in our desired fields can create a supportive environment that enhances our personal and professional development. Moreover, it's essential to recognize that building a support system is an ongoing process. As we grow and evolve, our needs and relationships may change. It's crucial to periodically assess our support network and make adjustments as necessary. This might involve letting go of relationships that no longer serve us or actively seeking new connections that align with our current aspirations. Embracing change within our support system allows us to continue fostering meaningful relationships that contribute positively to our lives. Self-care is also a vital aspect of maintaining a healthy support system. We must remember that we cannot pour from an empty cup. Taking care of our physical, emotional, and mental well-being enables us to be fully present and supportive of others. When we prioritize our own self-care, we cultivate resilience and strength, equipping ourselves to navigate challenges more effectively. By modeling healthy habits and boundaries, we not only enhance our well-being, but also encourage those in our support system to do the same. In moments of difficulty or crisis, our support system becomes a lifeline. Whether we're facing personal challenges, professional setbacks, or emotional struggles, having a network of caring individuals can provide us with the strength and encouragement to persevere. The presence of a supportive network can reduce feelings of isolation and anxiety, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. In these moments, it's essential to lean into our support system, seeking comfort and guidance from those who genuinely care for us. Ultimately, building a support system is a powerful investment in our well-being and personal growth. It requires intention, effort, and vulnerability, but the rewards are immeasurable. A strong support network not only enhances our resilience and consistency, but also enriches our lives with connection, understanding, and joy. By actively cultivating relationships that uplift and empower us, we create a community that fosters our growth and helps us navigate the complexities of life with grace and courage. Celebrating small wins is an essential practice that can significantly enhance our journey toward achieving larger goals. In a fast-paced world that often prioritizes immediate results and monumental achievements, it's easy to overlook the importance of acknowledging the incremental steps we take along the way. Each small win, no matter how seemingly insignificant, contributes to our overall progress and plays a vital role in building momentum, motivation, and a sense of fulfillment. To begin with, what constitutes a small win? A small win can be any achievement, no matter how minor it may appear, that moves us closer to our goals. This could range from completing a challenging task at work, sticking to a new habit for a week, or simply making time for self-care on a busy day. These small victories are crucial because they serve as milestones that mark our progress and validate our efforts. When we take the time to celebrate these wins, we reinforce the behaviors that led to them and cultivate a positive feedback loop that encourages us to continue moving forward. One of the primary reasons why celebrating small wins is so important is that it helps to shift our focus from what we have yet to achieve to what we have already accomplished. This shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering. When we acknowledge our progress, we cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation for our efforts. This practice can combat feelings of inadequacy or discouragement that often arise when we fixate solely on long-term goals. By celebrating small wins, we remind ourselves that we are capable of making meaningful progress, even if it doesn't always look the way we imagined it would. Moreover, celebrating small wins can enhance our motivation and boost our self-esteem. Each time we acknowledge a victory, we create a sense of achievement that fuels our desire to continue working toward our goals. This is especially vital during challenging times when our motivation may wane. When we celebrate our progress, we create a reservoir of positive emotions that can sustain us during moments of doubt or difficulty. This emotional uplift can be the spark we need to push through obstacles and maintain our commitment to our goals. One effective way to celebrate small wins is through the practice of journaling. Keeping a gratitude journal or a progress journal allows us to document our achievements, however small they may seem. At the end of each day or week, we can reflect on what we accomplished and write down the victories we experienced. This practice not only reinforces our progress, but also serves as a valuable reminder during challenging times. On days when we feel stuck or discouraged, we can look back at our journal entries and remind ourselves of the strides we've made. This act of reflection fosters a sense of continuity and encourages us to keep moving forward. In addition to journaling, sharing our small wins with others can amplify the joy of celebration. When we communicate our achievements to friends, family, or colleagues, we invite them into our journey and create a sense of accountability. Celebrating our wins with others can enhance our connections and strengthen our support systems. It also provides an opportunity for those around us to celebrate their own wins, fostering an environment of mutual encouragement and positivity. Whether it's a quick message to a friend, a social media post, or a group celebration, sharing our victories can amplify the joy and motivate us to keep striving for more. Moreover, creating rituals around celebrating small wins can add a layer of significance to our achievements. These rituals can be simple and personalized, reflecting what feels meaningful to us. For instance, after completing a challenging project, we might treat ourselves to our favorite meal, take a moment to relax with a good book, or even engage in a fun activity that brings us joy. These rituals serve as markers that remind us of our accomplishments and create positive associations with our efforts. Over time, these celebratory practices can become ingrained in our routines, reinforcing the habit of acknowledging and honoring our progress. Another vital aspect of celebrating small wins is recognizing the collective nature of our journeys. In many cases, our achievements are not solely the result of our individual efforts. They are often supported by the people in our lives. When we celebrate our small wins, it's essential to acknowledge the contributions of others who have supported us along the way. This could mean expressing gratitude to a mentor who provided guidance, thanking a colleague for their collaboration, or appreciating friends who offered encouragement during difficult times. Recognizing the interconnectedness of our journeys fosters a sense of community and helps us build stronger relationships. Furthermore, it's important to cultivate an attitude of self-compassion as we celebrate our small wins. In our pursuit of larger goals, we may encounter setbacks and challenges that can lead to feelings of frustration or self-doubt. It's crucial to remember that every journey has its ups and downs. By practicing self-compassion, we can approach our celebrations with kindness and understanding. Instead of dismissing our achievements as trivial or insignificant, we can embrace them as valuable steps in our growth. This compassionate mindset allows us to appreciate our efforts without judgment and encourages us to honor our unique journeys. Additionally, we can harness the power of visualization as a tool for celebrating small wins. Taking a moment to visualize our successes and the emotions that accompany them can enhance our sense of accomplishment. For instance, after completing a task, we might close our eyes and imagine how we will feel once we reach our larger goal. By vividly picturing our successes, we create a mental landscape that reinforces our motivation and commitment. This practice can serve as a powerful reminder of why our small wins matter and how they contribute to our overall journey. As we celebrate small wins, it's also important to recognize the role of mindset in this process. Adopting a growth mindset, a belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work, can profoundly impact how we perceive our achievements. When we view our small wins as part of a broader journey of growth and learning, we are more likely to embrace them as valuable milestones. This perspective encourages resilience and adaptability, allowing us to navigate challenges with a positive outlook. Moreover, celebrating small wins can extend beyond individual accomplishments to encompass team or collective achievements. In collaborative environments, recognizing the contributions of each team member fosters a sense of unity and shared purpose. Celebrating milestones as a group strengthens bonds and reinforces the idea that everyone's efforts are valued. This collective celebration creates a culture of support and encouragement, inspiring everyone to continue striving for success together. In conclusion, celebrating small wins is a transformative practice that can significantly enhance our personal and professional journeys. By acknowledging and honoring our incremental progress, we cultivate a sense of gratitude, motivation, and fulfillment. This practice encourages us to shift our focus from what we have yet to achieve to what we have already accomplished, fostering resilience and self-compassion along the way. As we embrace the power of celebrating small wins, we create a positive feedback loop that propels us forward, allowing us to navigate challenges with grace and determination. Each small victory we recognize becomes a stepping stone toward our larger goals, enriching our lives and deepening our connection to ourselves and others. In conclusion, the journey of building a support system and celebrating small wins is integral to our growth and resilience. As we navigate the complexities of life, it's essential to recognize that we are not alone in our endeavors. The relationships we cultivate and the victories, no matter how small, serve as powerful reminders of our capacity for progress and connection. By surrounding ourselves with supportive individuals and taking the time to acknowledge our achievements, we create a positive environment that fosters motivation, self-compassion, and fulfillment. Let us commit to prioritizing these practices in our lives. When we actively engage with our support networks and celebrate our small wins, we empower ourselves to overcome challenges and strive for our larger aspirations. Together, we can cultivate a culture of encouragement and appreciation, lifting one another up as we pursue our goals. In this journey, every small win matters and every connection counts. Embrace your achievements, cherish your relationships, and remember that you are capable of remarkable growth one step at a time